Well,
Huh?
Everybody ready?
ready, sir? Yes.
Yes, good.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the press. Thank you for joining us today for our press conference. As we stated in our invitation, it is about recent pronouncements by the Prime Minister on DSH and also to reflect on the recently held SLP protest. I will hand over to our political leader, Honorable Philip J. Pierre, after which we shall have a statement by the SLP spokesperson for investment, Honorable Dr. Ernest Hilaire, and then we shall have your questions. So over to Mr. Pierre.
Good morning, members of the press and persons following us on social media and fellow solutions. I want to start by once again thanking everyone for the tremendous show of support at our protest on Wednesday, 17th May 2017. The turnout is testimony to the rising national resentment at the direction which this new government is taking St. Lucia. The UDIP government was elected on a platform of eliminating borrowing, reducing taxes, presenting a balanced budget, on creating new jobs, on reducing crime, and on creating fairness. In short, it was a platform that promised to build a better St. Lucia. The reality is, so far, we have not seen the building of a better St. Lucia, but instead, the building of a bitter and more divided St. Lucia. Most telling has been the vicious treatment of anyone who dares to voice opposition or to raise any concerns to the actions of the government. It started with the abusing of the media when questions were asked during the visit of Prince William. It continued with the treatment of NICE workers and members of National Trust, and most recently, the reaction by government ministers to the statement by the Catholic Church on the DSH project that eventually caused an apology from His Grace the Archbishop. It is a worrying thought the way the government treats any person who expresses opposition to its policies. This is not the way a government must treat its people. The turnout was a demonstration of how quickly people have lost trust in the UDIP government and are ready to publicly display their outrage at the vindictiveness and arrogance of the government, particularly at perceived supporters of the St. Lucia Labour Party. It is clear that there is no consistency, accountability, or transparency in the way the government deals with the people of St. Lucia. There are many examples, DSH, CIP, the Dolphin Park, on how the Prime Minister and the government say one thing today and another thing tomorrow. Honorable Ernest Hilaire will deal with DSH in greater detail, but I need her to repeat a few things. The St. Lucia Labour Party has said from the start and continues to say that we are not against investment and jobs. We started the negotiations on DSH and tried our best to get a deal that was fair and reasonable for the developer and for the people of St. Lucia. What was signed by the Prime Minister is a bad deal. It is grossly unfair and reckless. We called for a renegotiation of the DSH deal and repeat that this is necessary. If the government is in fact renegotiating with the developer, they must let the people know the details of what has been agreed. Instead, the government continues to change its story. It abuses anyone that criticizes the statements that they announce. No one knows what to believe when the government is speaking on DSH. There is no trustworthiness. The explanations from the government are causing more confusion than clarity. The huge turnout at the protest rally was further evidence that St. Lucians do not agree with the government's handling of the DSH project. The question everyone is asking, what happens next? The St. Lucia Labour Party believes that this is a national issue which has far-reaching implications for every St. Lucian today and in the future. There has to be more transparency on this matter. St. Lucians must make informed decisions on such a significant project. Therefore, we will intensify our efforts to get transparency and accountability. Firstly, we call on government to create the atmosphere where there can eventually be national consensus on such a huge project. This must entail frank and open dialogue with all relevant interest groups in the country. All political parties, the National Trust, the affected residents, farmers, and others whose livelihoods will be affected particularly those living in the south of the country. Secondly, the St. Lucia Labour Party will be engaging all civil society partners to continue to voice our concerns and suggestions on how the project can, in a sustainable way, cater to the concerns of the people. We'll also seek to engage the government in a direct way. Thirdly, we'll continue our public town hall and community meetings to educate the people on the consequences of the DSH project. Fourthly, we will prepare for further protest action if the government continues to ignore and brush aside the concerns of the people of St. Lucia. Accordingly, we will be discussing with the police various options for a peaceful process in the event that this is needed. We are going to continue to demand that the government comes clean on DSH and involve the people in deciding what is acceptable in the DSH project. Why? Because this is not a single hotel project, but a major project involving over 900 acres of many public lands, which will affect a national reserve and force the relocation of hundreds of citizens. It involves offering thousands of St. Lucian passports for sale, which should affect the identity and sovereignty of our people. This is a national issue with huge